Okay, let's start a new adventure. Halong Bay, here I come.
Can I ask you, because you were lost, could you sit in front?
No worries, yes.
The back.
Thank you very much. Good morning. When the Tribe Hanoi team was taking care of our Speedy, I decided to use that time to hop on the bus to Halong Bay. I was happy that I wasn't driving a bus through those narrow streets. Finding a free spot on a cruise at the last minute was almost mission impossible, but thanks to the fantastic owner of the hotel who made literally 30 calls, we found one for me. I heard from him and the other travelers about the scams on the booking and on legit-looking websites. People were making reservations and the bus was picking them up, but they were left on the highway or transported to the boat that they didn't book. I landed with the Blue Diamond cruise. Do I recommend it? You will find out later in my video. Halong Bay is a UNESCO listed site with over 1,600 islands which rise above the water. On almost every one of them grows jungle. You can easily hear birds or monkeys. You could see that place in such movies like Bond, Kong or Indochina with Catherine Deneuve. It's also home to a number of fishing communities who have lived on the water for centuries. From the outside, the cruise looks spectacular. We were warmly welcomed by the crew with a hot towel and welcoming drink, which was some juice. Hello. 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 Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
First of all, I would like to say thank you very much for coming to Singapore.
The food looked nice on the plate, but almost everything was raw, so I was a little bit disappointed. And believe me, you don't want to get food poison from the seafood during your trip. I've got my suitcase, I've got my key. Let's check it out what's inside over there. I always wanted to do it. Yay! Halong Bay! So probably some of you are wondering, do you have a view? I certainly do. I even have a bathtub with a majestic view. I'm speechless. On my tour, I was the only one who stayed on a ship for 2 nights. First on a schedule was a visit to the floating village, from which we sailed on a small wooden boat across the bay. With the lady? Wonderful afternoon on Halong Bay with a very strong rowing lady over here. The views are stunning. I mean, of course there are lots of boats over here, lots of kayaks, but still it's not coming here. How much? Thank you. Have a nice day. Oh. As you have seen just a few minutes ago, on a very small boat, some couple came
They are like a water market, I would say. They have everything: chips, coke, red wine, white wine, beer, you name it. Our captain today, with serious, face, where he was telling us that we shouldn't buy anything from those people, because a few days ago somebody was poisoned drinking something, which is ridiculous. Because, to be honest, from them you can buy anything way cheaper than in the bar upstairs. As you know, I like to support local people, so cheers, guys!
The views were spectacular. On such a yacht, the balcony is a must-have. After spending some time in a room, I went for a walk. On that ship, there was a small swimming pool and a way bigger terrace. The only thing that I was missing was the sun, but still, I was glad that I decided to that cruise. What will the next day bring? We will see. In the early morning, around 6 a.m., the captain's voice woke everybody up. Yes, there are speakers in the bedroom, so you don't need to set up the alarm clock. It wasn't the end of attractions for today. Now I'm heading to the Katba to see beautiful small fisherman village. I'm sitting here looking at the bay, those rocks, this greenery. Even in such a foggy day like today, it's so spectacular and breathtaking. I mean, I feel like on some kind of movie set and I'm just waiting when the king comes out. And it's... wow. Nature is awesome.
So in the front of us is open sea. It is East Sea in the east of Vietnam.
After a few hours of sailing between the mighty rocks, we got to the Katba. Because of the humidity, I decided to choose the electric car instead of bicycle. And at the end of the trip was waiting for us a small reward. Some small liquor to taste and some pedicure.
Good for the man older than 45 years old.
Sorry.
So with the man older than 45 years old, it helps you stronger at the night time. Stronger at the night time.
Which part of the man? It is good.
More energy.
More energy.
More energy. So
It's pretty strong.
this is banana, good for your skin. This is the root from the tree root rice wine, good for your bike,
I would need that.
This is artichoke, good for your skin, This is honeycomb, good for your stomach, All of them 40%. So now we try it together and we cheers together. Một hai ba vô. Hai ba one. Cheers. Cheers.
They're very hungry.
After that we had lunch on the boat and later we could kayak in the fantastic scenery. Do I recommend the Halong Bay cruise? Definitely. But be wiser than me and book better trip in advance than I did. I like all the day attractions and the bedroom was nice, but the food and evening attractions were poor and not worth the money I spent. When I came back to the yacht, there was a new group on the board. You could try to do some traditional food. And in the evening, I couldn't hesitate to try another Vietnamese tradition. To try, for the first time in my life, karaoke.
West Virginia, mountain, 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 take me home, country roads, take me home, country roads.
In the morning, I just hop in on the kayak. I'm alone on the water. Everybody else are still eating breakfast. Two gentlemen over there helped me to get in from the ship on the kayak. It wasn't easy. So yeah, we'll see what this beautiful bay has to offer. You know what? I'm speechless. I mean, I'm glad that today we have this low clouds with this mist. It gives so how do you call it? The great atmosphere of that place. You just want to, dive in. Being here almost alone, just hearing birds, hearing monkeys in the trees. It's so insane and unbelievable for me that I'm here. I cannot believe it. Slowly.
Okay, welcome back.
It's the end of my adventure here in Halong Bay, but I'm not sad because I'm gonna jump on my motorbike and discover new places.